So Brita, I love one of my favorite subjects is influences and influencers, and like I say, not the YouTube kind necessarily. Not, they're not bad, but not that kind. And it comes from when I was younger. My grandfather, my grandmother, my mom, my aunt, they emigrated from Kiev, Ukraine, years and years ago to
Hmm.
Canada. And he used to take me. My grandfather used to take me for walks in the park in Montreal when I was 5. And I saw he talked to everybody, and I think he gave me that gene. I'm not sure, but I think he did. And but someone I asked him, I called him Zeta. I said, how do you know all these people?" And he pointed to see this man coming up now. I remember him walking. I said, one day I looked up and I smiled at him, and he looked up and smiled at me. And then he came over and we talked. And then someone else came over to us, saw us smiling and laughing. And as a 5-year-old, I still remember thinking of it. My friends would say I probably still have the 5-year-old brain, but that's another conversation entirely too. But I said, well, life's going to be great. All I have to do is smile at people, is what I thought. And it's not wrong, actually. It can
No,
be that
no.
simple. And
Yeah.
so there's lots of influencers we have in our lives, hopefully more positive than negative ones. But can you share two or maybe three people that have been influential in your life?
Hmm. I One of them is Oprah. So not Oprah as she is now. I was a little girl, and my mom and I used to listen to the radio. So I was below school age, and this is a little bit of the backstory. But there was a reporter on the radio, and he used to get on the BC ferry, all the people that were taking the bus over on the ferry to Vancouver Island, and he'd interview them from all over the world. And at a little age, I was maybe 4 or 5, I thought that guy has the best job in the world. So go forward a few years, and there was this, I watched Donahue, but then there was this lady that came on the TV, and her name was Oprah. And I used to watch her when she was brand new. And I thought she had the best job in the entire world. And so I learned a lot from her caring, her way she interviewed people, asked questions and listened, and then didn't just kind of ask the first question back that she thought of, but she would come at it from different angles. So she really influenced me as a young woman. Isn't that
Yeah.
amazing? Like her,
It is
she's been
amazing
there
and
a long time
not
now.
amazing, but not surprising because
Hmm.
we have the choice to be
Hmm.
influential or not. Can you share any other people?
Yeah, my mom. Um, I think our moms were amazing women. They all grew up in that era where you just buckled down and did whatever you have to do.
Right.
But my mom had a joie de vivre about her, and she accomplished a lot in her life. Not what she wanted to do. She had big, big dreams that she was never able to fulfill. Uh, but she lived life with purpose and intent. She had a million friends that she kept in touch with all the time. They weren't superficial. Her school group from grade 10, I think it was, got together every month for lunch. Like it was just, we don't do that today. So I think she went through a lot of struggle. My parents' marriage ended up being not great, and there was a lot of pain, but she didn't complain, and she showed me anyway how to live. It'd be interesting when you ask your siblings, they all kind of have a different view of childhood and life. But for me, my mom was really a role model and influenced me greatly. I often, when I'm doing things, I think, oh, this skill or this intuition, this whatever came from my mom. So, yeah, that's who.
Sounds like Strong Her was maybe named after her.
Mm. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate it.